William Lansdowne has been the chief of police at the San Diego Police Department for the last decade after serving in the same role in San Jose and Richmond. The 69-year-old announced his retirement amid recent allegations against 2 officers for sexual misconduct and 1 DUI arrest of a detective yesterday. There are more than 1,800 sworn officers in the San Diego Police Department. Here with a look at what happens next are City Council member Marty Emerald, chair of the Public Safety Committee, and Margaret Dooley Samuli with the San Diego and Imperial Counties ACLU. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Marty, Mayor-elect Faulkner said this was solely the chief's decision. He did not ask him to resign. He did not ask him to retire. Is his retirement, do you think, directly linked to the allegations of misconduct at the police department, and if so, why?
Well, it would just be an educated guess on my part because I'm not privy to this private decision-making by the chief or the discussions between him and the mayor-elect. But from what I have gathered in some discussions with him, he was feeling as though he was becoming the lightning rod. And at a time when he wanted to focus on what is happening within the department that might give people a sense that they can go out and behave in ways that are illegal or abusive. And so it's a disappointment. He's been a great chief. He's always been very community oriented. He loves his department and the city. It's purely personal.
Linked, you believe. It's linked for the lightning rod issues. Margaret, let me ask you this. The ACLU has criticized the San Diego Police Department in the past, most recently because of racial profile allegations. Remind us of what those issues are and where that issue stands now.
So recent media reports by KPBS and others raised the issue that the police department was not following its own policies on collecting demographic data at vehicle stops. And there were some unfortunate statements that sounded like the police department wasn't concerned about about racial profiling. So there was quite a community response to that. So the ACLU was also concerned and began working with the police department, with the chief, to see that data collection reinstated and to make other changes to policy that these issues or these concerns raised.
Do you think this is part of maybe possibly, again, a lightning rod issue that made him decide about retirement?
I think there's been a lot, there have been several years now of issues with the San Diego Police Department, so it probably was no one thing, but the department clearly has some issues in a range of areas, and they need to be addressed. As the chief said, he called for an independent audit, and that's certainly something that we support. Really, it's not one person. It's we need to look at the whole department.
Well, who takes over, Marty, while the police chief, once he retires on Monday, who takes over in the interim while looking for a new chief?
The new mayor will, I'm sure, pick somebody to act as an interim chief. We have a number of assistant chiefs who would be qualified to do that. And then the mayor will decide whether to look locally for a replacement or to cast a nationwide net in search of a good candidate.
Margaret, would the ACLU like to be involved in the selection of the new police chief, and if so, how?
We think that the more stakeholders, the better. That this is the hiring process, the selection of a new chief is an opportunity to demonstrate the city's commitment to rebuilding community trust and a good relationship with the police department. So we would certainly want to be at the table. We encourage the city council to welcome input and ask questions from the community. What does the community want in a chief? And that's a first step towards rebuilding that trust.
And Marty, is the audit of the police force going to move forward even without the chief?
I believe so. The new mayor has said that he absolutely supports it. Some discussions are happening now with the Department of Justice, and as soon as an agreement is reached, if it is with the DOJ or with a police practices forum, then we will announce what the plan is going forward. And by the way, this isn't just going through the records and reporting out on what they found. This is an audit we hope will have teeth, where very, very distinct recommendations will be made, and that the department would be held accountable if indeed there are systemic problems that need to be addressed, versus these just being individual officers going out and behaving badly.
Okay, unfortunately, we are out of time. There's a whole lot more on our website, kpbs.org. City Council Member Marty Emerald and ACLU Margaret Dooley Samuli, thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.